Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. Now we are in chapter 4, which is the last subtopic for chapter 4, which is 4.3, is regarding on the alphabetic storage and retrieval. So here you are going to learn on what are the best storage that can you use to keep the record and how you are going to do a retrieval about this. Not only that, okay, we'll talk about storage, so about the equipment, but you need to think about the supplies and also the procedures that will involve in this phases. Alright? Okay. Alphabetic records management is actually referring to a collections of the letter, memorandums, and the related documents that with either you receive or you write that particular documents, and at which you will arrange in alphabetic orders, right? And usually it will file alphabetically by the three methods, whether you are using the geographic method or the subject method, and the last one is the name method. However, there will be the other methods that will be used, for example, like numbering. That one you will learn in chapter 5. Okay, what is geographic method or geographic filing? It is actually the method of storing and also the retrieving of the record alphabetically, first by the location and then by the individuals or the organizations or the project name. So meanings here, when you want to do a filing, when you want to do storing of that particular file, okay, you will look into the location first, then followed by the name. Alright? For example, like when you want to arrange the file of your student according to their place of birth. So we will see the place of birth first, okay, the location first, and then we'll follow with the alphabetically order. For example, from Kedah. So when inside the Kedah, I will put the name alphabetically A until Z. Alright? And the next one is a subject method or subject filing, at which here we are using the subject method as the main record filing, and then we'll follow by the names of the individual organizations of the project. Alright, so in Bahasa Melayu we call it as a perkara. Alright, the next one is the name method or the name filing, at which, okay, you will arrange the letter or the memorandum using by the name of the individual stated in the letter. Alright, so here there are the three things to be examined when you want to use the alphabetical filing, okay, in the file drawer or open shelf storage. Okay, you need to think about number one is the equipment that commonly used to file the correspondent. Equipment here is referring to the storage or the container, the file container. So usually the company will use the top access storage or the side access storage, and the new design of the storage will be the combinations of these two, okay, which we call it as a lateral storage, okay, at which is combined the design of top and also the side access equipment. Okay, the second thing is that you need to examine when you want to arrange for the alphabetic filing, you need to think about the supplies. Okay, the supplies needed to establish the filing segment. Okay, here the supplies means that what you need inside the file. Okay, in the file itself, not only file and also the drawer itself, or we call the equipment. Alright, we need to have the guides. Okay, and beside that, we also need to have the folder, the labels on the folder, and also the storage label. Not only that, we need to have the tab in order to place the label, and at the label itself, we will write the caption. So afterwards, you are going to learn on each of it. And last but not least, you are going to examine on what are the procedures for storage and retrieval that you put in the place to handle the paper records. This will include when you want to receive the file, when you want to receive the correspondence, and also for the filing. And there will be the several steps involved, which including the timestamp and also the release mark. Okay, let's have a look on how we are going to examine the correspondent filing equipment. When we talk of filing equipment, again, this is referring to the storage of the file. Okay, tempat penyimpanan file. So here, basically, again, we have three types that are commonly been used for the manual filing equipment. So number one is the top access equipment, number two is the side access equipment, and lastly is the lateral equipment, which is the combinations of the top or side equipment. Okay, this is the examples of the picture of top access equipment, and this is the side access equipment. Okay, and lastly is the top or side access equipment. Okay, number one. When we talk about top access equipment, okay, we will think about drawer. Alright, is the file equipment which will contain the records that you store vertically. Vertically maksudnya you simpan record dalam keadaan menegak, berdiri. Alright, and on the edge and dropped into or lift up and out for the storage and retrieval. So you are going to access that particular record, okay, on the top. So here when we talk about vertical file is actually the most familiar and most used by the company. Alright, why? Because it's easy for you to handle. Okay, and it's more cheaper to buy that equipment. And beside that, not only because of their convenience, but also the file is being put on the vertical line so that you can access from the top. And beside that, okay, the drawer usually will have the pull out, okay, that hold the document in from the front to the back vertical arrangement. Maksudnya, bila ada drawer, bila you buka drawer, susunan file you adalah dalam keadaan berdiri, menegak dan juga disusun daripada depan ke belakang secara menegak. Alright, and beside that, the file access is actually from the top. Why? Because we arrange that record in the vertical line. And this usually, the drawer will be equipped with the compressor. What is the compressor? Other name is the follower. Okay, compressor means that something that holding that file so that the file will not fall down. Okay, somehow when you buy the new storage of the drawer, usually we are not fully used or fully utilized for that particular drawer. So instead that we have only about a few record in one drawer. So in order to avoid the record fall down, we need to use this what we call the compressor, which been placed the behind of the last record in that particular drawer using this compressor. Or we can say that it is a movable support which been placed behind the guides and the folder, so that it will help or we allow the contractions or the expansions of the drawer contents and to hold record in a vertical position. Okay, maksud dia peranan follower ataupun compressor ni, dia adalah satu besi yang mana pembahagi yang kita letak untuk support, okay, di belakang di akhir record yang ada pada drawer tersebut, supaya bila kita nak contohnya nak tambah record ataupun nak tambah file ke dalam drawer tu, kita boleh gerakkan, kita boleh expand dia, ataupun mungkin kita keluarkan file di mana file berkurangan di dalam drawer tu, so kita akan contractkan dia, which is kita akan mengekecilkan space yang ada supaya bila kita buka drawer tersebut, file itu tidak terjatuh. Dan selain itu juga kegunaan dia adalah untuk pastikan file itu akan berada dalam keadaan menegak. Okay. So here the next one is the picture on the top access equipment. Okay, some of the top access equipment, the drawer, is being equipped with the key. They have the lock key, or some of it will not have that lock. Okay, it's depending on the level of the security of that